Here's a little food preview to get you guys hungry. Welcome to Out to Eat with Matt. Hey guys, welcome to Out to Eat with Matt. I'm Matt. Today I'm taking you to the Haywood Smokehouse in Waynesville, North Carolina. I used to live beside the one in Dillsboro for a while after college. Lived about a mile from there, so I used to get over there a good bit. Love the Haywood Smokehouse. I've never been to the Waynesville location, which is the original. I'm gonna go check it out today with some friends from college. Pretty excited to try the original place out. Great barbecue at the other one. I used to live behind it when it was the Dillsboro Smokehouse. Right after I moved, it changed to the Haywood Smokehouse. I've been to that location several times. Really great barbecue here in Western North Carolina. It is more of a Texas-style barbecue. Check it out. All right, y'all, let's check out the Haywood Smokehouse. We're here in front of the place. Kind of a unique building. It's kind of just a home. They do have a place next door that does some carry-out. Looks like a lot of smokers located there. Big parking lot around back. Smaller place than I expected. I had been, again, to the Dillsboro location several times. Pretty cool, though. Just a house that's been turned into a barbecue smoker restaurant. So, great brisket here in Western North Carolina. I'm from Hendersonville, North Carolina area, so this was about an hour drive for me. There's a look at the parking lot. You actually enter around back. We had a little bit of a wait, but not bad. I'd say our wait was probably 15 minutes. We had 3 people with us. Was visiting some friends from college that kind of met us there. Really good time. Here's the outdoor seating area. Here's a look at the full menu if you want to check it out. Now I went with a combination of 3. My buddy Adam, he went with the brisket sandwich, which he says is phenomenal. I have ate, again, at the one in Dillsboro several times, but this is my first time in Waynesville, and I wanted to get some different briskets. So I went with brisket, burnt ends, and pulled pork. I have to say, all 3 were phenomenal. Small little rooms in this restaurant. It's literally in a house, and you walk into different rooms.
East Carolina, hot red, and Georgia fire.
The waitress was explaining the different sauces. Jones, he's subscribing. There's that brisket sandwich. So, guys, there were a lot of different sauces. I don't need a lot of sauce on brisket, but I did want to try some on my pulled pork. Here's Jones' plate with some beans and burnt ends. He actually went with the turkey, which they brought out later. I didn't realize that was the burnt ends at the end. They did look a lot like the brisket, but I did have brisket burnt ends. There is the turkey, which Jones says is phenomenal. Now, I went with the pulled pork. Now, I went to season it with a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of the traditional red sauce. I should have listened a little closer when she was explaining it, because I did get the SOB sauce, not the traditional red. I do like my food really hot and spicy, though, so it wasn't a problem for me. But it was a little bit of a shocker when I went to go bite into that, and it was not the traditional red, but something a little spicier. Now, the beans were great. The mac and cheese was great. Get some toast with that. Burnt ends were phenomenal, although they did look a lot like the brisket. They weren't a saucy burnt end. They were a little bit closer to what you think of as traditional brisket. Here's a little look at that pulled pork, which was really nice. Again, now I decided to season that a little bit of half and half. Here's a look at the burnt ends up close. Quality meats. The brisket was my favorite part of the meal, really good. I asked for some lean, fatty brisket, and they did oblige that. I always like when a restaurant can get me the leaner cuts. I do like that over the drier brisket. Now, this was where the mistake happens. I put a little vinegar on one side, went to get the red. Looks like instead of red, I grabbed the SOB sauce, which, yeah, if you're not ready for it, it'll surprise you.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink!
Great food, though. I loved everything I had here. The beans really cooled that down. I did take a lot of the brisket and some of the pulled pork to go, and the mac and cheese. So I had a lot of leftovers afterward. Really good stuff. Ended up eating all the beans. My friend tried the pecan pie, and he said it was phenomenal. Here's what I paid for my meal individually. All right, y'all. Haywood Smokehouse was super delicious in Waynesville. I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the area. Delicious Texas-style barbecue here in Western North Carolina. Really good stuff. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe here on Out to Eat with Matt.